Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to it.
Amir King. So they stare into each. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Boy, stiff jab. A perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter. These two lightweights are showing you why they are. Did you see that? Amir Khan is rocked. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, and boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Back and forth they go. Nice counter shot. Landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs are gone.
We were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered, does it?
Let's talk about Khan in that round. There's the bell for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter. One punch could change everything in this battle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe what we're seeing? Counter shot lands. It's all offense all the time. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round. The bell rings and we start the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas?
His legs have gone. He's got to get a hands up. It's survival in instincts now. Get him up.
And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will he do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He threw a punch and just got countered. Corner right there. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Come on.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. What a punch. That jab gets blocked. Done with that counter shot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Good counter punching. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice punch. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice defense with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Kahneman. Here we go in the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him. Days, where should he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
Counter punch. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That counter punch caught him clean. The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, and he's out of there.
Talk about Khan in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it in.
Here comes round 7. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Those counter punches have to hurt. Missing with the hook. Swing and a miss with the hook. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
There's a counter shot. See Ryan Garcia go to the canvas. We almost saw him pull her right there. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Stamina is off the charts. And the kid goes down.
Is he out? Is he going to move? Is there a twitch? 1, 2, 3, 4. You all right?
Garcia. And there's the bell for round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter shot. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
The straight right just misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out.
Bye, bitch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your ball.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Go back to the drawing board time.
Θες να πάμε κάτω, να κατουρίσουμε.
I am quitting streaming. As of today, as you can tell, I've been crying all day. But a lot of things have happened in my personal life. Basically, surprise, but I am having a son. I don't know what I'm going to name him yet, but he's going to be born in 2 to 3 months. So I basically just need to man up and take control of my life.
Fighting under the candlelight. Welcome to Cambrian Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Teofimo Lopez. He stands by. The takeover, Teofimo Lopez. Huge wins already in his... King Ryan Gar... All the talking has been done. It's time to start. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Catch and shoot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Can't find a home for that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can't find a home with that jab. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? A perfect counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Jab slightly off target. Nice counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. What would you tell this guy he's got?
What up, Undertaker?
What do we expect to see here in round two? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Good counter punch. That right hook's blocked. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Well, give us a second to catch our breath. We wanted action, and they are delivering. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last one.
Switch on.
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And that hook misses. That jab doesn't find a home. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Throws the jab but does not score. There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout.
Back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back.
Their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Well done with that counter shot. Misses with that jab. A perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Good counter punching. That left hook missed. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. And the takeover's in some big trouble now.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
They believe they're...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That counter punch caught him clean. Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
And he misses with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? The bravery being shown here is just incredible. And Lopez is dazed.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Let's look at those legs. The legs have gone.
Down goes Teofimo.
Well, what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? Well, he should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it.